Hello, hello. All right, mommy moves. It's time to do a neck stretch. Ooh. Okay, so sitting cross-legged on the floor. We're going to stay here for the first part and then move to laying down on the second. But if this doesn't feel good, if you don't want to sit up straight using a tall spine, and abdomen as kind of like most of the support, that just doesn't feel like your game today, that's fine. Sit against a couch if that's more incentivizing. But just puff up your chest like you love yourself while you're here, okay? I'm going to sit up straight. So I'm going to use spine. I'm going to try to remember spine and core tight this whole time, okay? So that's a challenge in and of itself as we're doing other things, focusing on the neck, but that's my work. Okay, so we're going to do a neck stretch. So correct posture wherever you are, against the couch or sitting straight up. Think about your neck being open and long. The gaze is forward, so eyes straight ahead. Neutral chin, so just kind of let it be loose. And once you do this, all that stuff just kind of is innately in you, and you could just get in there and get out, okay? But I do want to set you up so you've got proper posture to work with. So that does take some time in the beginning. So if you don't have a lot of time, recognize that there's a setup, and then just, leave some of the rest out. But setup at least is important. So that'll just come naturally as you keep doing this kind of stuff and remembering your self-care. So we're in a tall spine, long, relaxed face. We're going to take our middle 3 fingers of the opposite hand to the side of the the side of the neck you're stretching. And you're going to place it just where the clavicle meets the shoulder. So right in that little nook. And just a gentle pressure. Nothing crazy. We're not pushing, pushing it. Just a slight gentle pressure. Gaze is forward, and we're going to drop the head. And that pressure with the hand is allowing the stretch to get a little bit longer in the neck and into the clavicle. So that feels good. So take a breath at each one, and then slide your hand up to the top of the shoulder for like a little subtle different stretch. And we're holding for a breath, right? Maintain the pressure there, lift your head. Gaze forward, and then release the hand and just kind of reset, fold that release into the rest of the body. Something to look forward to. And then take the opposite hand, all 3 fingers, press the other side, just where the clavicle meets the shoulder, press it just gently, look forward, and then drop. So we're stretching this side of the neck. Taking a deep breath before we inch our way up to the top of the shoulder and stretching with that just subtle change. And then lift the head before you release the hand, and then just kind of shake it out. Okay. I mean, this is essentially how us moms are getting ready for the day. Fighters this is us doing that for us. Okay, I know I have water to remind me to tell you to drink your water, and to remind myself to drink lots of water after you do this, because you might get so released and so, just kind of nice that something else, is compromised or restricted in your body to maintain that looseness that you're now attentive to, and I got to maintain this openness here, and then everything back here is all clenched, okay, well, we got to let her keep that tension, so let's just gird up and ready for the job. And that could cause you to get some issues later in the day. But water is almost like the lubricant for it all, So if you can imagine, as you're taking in water, that water is coming from that release and just kind of going all the way down, and then it releases out, how. And that's what we want, right? And so we just want to aid that process of okay, nothing needs to be sacrificed for the fact that I stretched my neck this morning. Okay, back to work. So this second one can happen, right before you get out of bed. So you're in bed. Take the pillow out from under your head, and I like to have bent knees. So however you like to do it, you can still be laying down long, but I like bent knees. And so flat spine, whatever feels best on your low back, pretty much choose that one. And then remember that posture we had of sitting up. Think of that for the head, the face. Yeah. How that should kind of be neutral and rested on the bed. Long hands next to you. And then you're just going to take a breath at center and then drop the head over to one side. Your ear may or may not touch the bed, and that's okay. Relax everything and then take a breath in and out. And then back to center. Breath. And then over to the other side. In and out. Back to center. And then roll over onto your belly. This you'll want long legs. Long flat legs. And then we're going to have long arms at our sides. Same thing on this side. So you can, obviously you won't start center. You should actually, let's start center. And then fold over to one side. And let everything fall. You'll notice your shoulders want to just creep in by your chin. That's fine. Just let it happen. Let everything fall here. And don't do this. If it doesn't feel freeing and good, don't do this. Don't do any of this. If it feels more like a strain and like something, don't do it. You probably need to see a chiropractor or whatever. Back to center, and then other side. I like to turn on the exhale. Inhale at the center, and then exhale on the turn. And then a full breath in and out while I'm on that side. Inhale back to center, and then place your palms. Exhale, push off. You ready for the day, y'all? Woo woo! Hey, moms. Such good stretches. Oh, yay! Glad you loved them. Honestly, stick with it. I'm waving at you guys. Okay. All right. Peace. See you tomorrow.